Assalamualaikum class. Welcome to your online classes. I am Saima Rafiq, your English instructor. Today is our very first lecture of Functional English. The book that I recommended, it is Ideal English for BS first semester Statistics. Today we will start from chapter number 1. I have given you the syllabus outline and we have gone through that outline. You must have seen that the very first thing that we are required to do is the parts of speech. Well, the parts of speech means utterances, what we speak. The things that we speak, they are called words. Every utterance from our mouth is called a word. And these words, they are further divided in different classes and categories. They can be grouped as parts of speech. They are named as parts of speech. And when we analyze the sentences, we simply analyze the sentences on the basis of these parts of speech, whether it is a noun, it is a pronoun, it is a verb, adjective, or whatsoever. These classes are divided in parts of speech and they are 8 in number. These parts of speech are 8 in number, and today we will start from the very first parts of speech, and that is the noun. What is a noun? Your names, from which you are recognized in this world, they are all nouns. Saima, Humaira, Sobia, Sadia, they are all nouns. But what else is a noun? Let us go through the definition of this noun. Well, the noun is the name of a person, place, or thing. What is a noun now? It is the name of a person. It can also be the name of a place, and it is also the name of a thing. The word thing includes ideas, feelings, and conditions, etc. Well, thing itself is not only the thing, the table, chair, the wall, the door, the pencil, the pen, or a copy. The thing includes ideas, feelings, or conditions. These ideas, feelings, or conditions, they can be like beauty. It can be the honesty. It can also be the feelings, pain, or joy. They can also be the nouns. If we look at the examples, Aslam, Najma, Lahore, zoo, line, table, pain, beauty, etc. Now you can look at Aslam is the name of a person, Najma is the name of a person, Lahore is a place, zoo is also a place, the college in which you read, it is also a place. The city, Sahiwal, in which we live, it is also a place. Table, it is a thing. Pain is a feeling. These all feelings, they are also included in nouns. When we look at the division of these nouns, there are two kinds of noun. The first one is the singular noun, and the second one is the plural noun. The word singular is very easy to understand for you, I think. A noun that denotes one person, place, or thing is called a singular noun. Singular, basically everything that is singular, only one thing. The one thing or a thing is called as singular noun. If we look at the examples of these singular nouns, we can very easily understand them. Man, cat, city, child, poet, king, mango, etc. These are all the examples of singular noun. If you give some time to your lecture, you need to collect different examples from your everyday life. They will help you understand these things in a very good manner. Basically, the realia, the real world things, they are a very good help for us in understanding this singular noun. The second one is the plural noun. Plural itself means more than one. A noun that denotes more than one person, place or thing is called a plural noun. Where two things are added, they can be two, they can be three, they can be more than two or three. They are all counted as plural nouns. Look at the examples: men, cars, cities, children, poets, kings, mangoes, etc. They are all counted as plural nouns. Then we come to the kinds of noun. How many kinds of noun are there in our daily speech, day-to-day language? There are basically two major kinds of noun. The first one is abstract noun and the second one is concrete noun. The word abstract, what do we mean by it? Abstract means that does not have any physical existence. They are the feelings and ideas. You must be remembering, I have told you in the start of the lecture that the thing means ideas also. They are the ideas that are counted as nouns. They are all abstract nouns. It is the name of some ideas, conditions or feelings, etc. These things have no material existence. Material means physical existence. We cannot touch them. So we cannot see or touch them. Abstract noun basically means that they are the feelings. They are the things that we can feel, that we can measure by our feelings. We can judge by our feelings. If we look at the examples, the thing can be very much clear. Honesty, beauty, joy, you can feel. You can feel honesty. You can also look at the honesty from different incidents and the events, but we are unable to touch it. We cannot touch that. Beauty can be seen, beauty can be felt, but we cannot touch that. Joy, love, death, pain, laughter, revenge, youth, bravery, advice, information, work, business, etc. All these things, they are all counted as abstract noun. As they don't have any physical existence, we can only feel them. We can see them. I have told you, we can see these things in real life, but we cannot touch them. We are unable to touch these things.